I am Iron Man.
If you even cared, you'd actually be here.
The man who turned from a symbol of terror to the uncrowned king of Hollywood, Robert Downey Jr., is known as the Iron Man. A man who was once a symbol of terror to the public,
a troubled actor in prison, and he reaches out to a psychiatrist.
And to the police, was a criminal involved in an intractable drug case.
To say quite frankly here, we have pretty much exhausted.
But he worked hard on himself, and today is the uncrowned king of the Hollywood film industry.
Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy.
Most of this comeback king's films, like Iron Man and Spider-Man Homecoming, have kept audiences around the globe utterly captivated.
Don't do anything I would do, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Before becoming an iconic Iron Man, let's explore Robert's journey, a roller coaster ride marked by highs and lows. From his early breakthroughs in the world of film to the challenging period of abuse and addiction. It's a tale of resilience, redemption and transformation, both in his career and life, emerging as a symbol of victory. Born on April 4th, 1965, in Manhattan, New York City, this child was the youngest of his parents' two children. Downey's father was an actor and filmmaker, while his mother, Elsie Ann, was also an actress who starred in many of her husband's films. Downey's father was a mix of Lithuanian, Hungarian and Irish descent, while Downey's mother hailed from Scottish, German and Swiss ancestry. Robert Jr. and his older sister Allison grew up in Greenwich Village. But before we move into Downey's extraordinary tale, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, ensuring you never miss a moment of our captivating Hollywood explorations. With his father being a drug addict, Downey Jr. was introduced to a world rife with complexities, including a troubling relationship with drugs.
Didn't your father introduce you to drugs?
Well, let me put it this way. It was such a permissive time, and it was that culture, and so we were not discouraged.
Growing up, Robert found himself navigating through a haze of addiction, and at the tender age of 6, he was granted permission to partake in cannabis, sharing moments of drug-induced bonding with his father. Despite the challenges, young Robert made his acting debut at 5 in his father's film Pound.
I think we asked him to do the part because we couldn't get a babysitter, and we knew that part was coming up, and we summoned him. It was easy.
That tornado scared me so much it made my hair disappear.
Have any hair on your balls?
I'm afraid to look.
I didn't know what the line meant that I was asked to say, which is, got any hair on your balls?
A glimpse of his innate talent emerged, hinting at a future star in the making. Even as a child, while living in England, he delved into subjects like classical ballet, displaying a diverse skill set. However, life took a turn when his parents separated in 1978, leading him to California with his father. High school years at Santa Monica High School followed, but by 1982, the young Downey Jr. made a bold choice. He dropped out, returning to New York to pursue a full-time acting career, setting the stage for a journey that would eventually redefine Hollywood's perception of him. Robert Downey Jr. entered the world of cinema at the tender age of 5, embarking on a journey that would define the term versatility in Hollywood. In the mid-1980s, Robert played many roles in the theater before joining the cast of Saturday Night Live.
I know why whales beach themselves. Spider-Man told me!
The 1980s and 90s witnessed Downey Jr.'s rise to stardom, earning him the prestigious Academy Award for his exceptional performances in cinematic gems like Chaplin. Less Than Zero.
Thought I'd find you here.
Having trouble at home.
Which one?
All of them.
and natural-born killers.
Remember anything? It's junk food for the brains. It's, filler, fodder, whatever. Look, just go to the interview, okay? Keep saying that word. Live interview with Wayne Gale.
Robert Downey Jr. disappears into celluloid, becoming the legendary Charlie Chaplin in the 1992 masterpiece. Chaplin, the man behind the mask. In this cinematic ballet, Downey Jr. not only mimics Chaplin's physicality but dives into the abyss of the iconic tram's soul. The film unravels Chaplin's ascent to fame, his dance with the shadows of celebrity, and the vulnerability masked by his comedic genius.
You might be Chaplin after all.
Downey Jr.'s performance, nuanced and profound, earned him an Oscar nomination, solidifying his status as a serious dramatic virtuoso. Now let's fast forward to 1987, where Downey Jr. trades Chaplin's charm for the haunting disillusionment of Julian Wells in Less Than Zero, a canvas painted with despair and the emptiness of youth, ensnared by drugs and materialism. Downey Jr.'s portrayal is a raw, unflinching exploration of addiction and the quest for meaning in a world that seems to have lost it. This coming-of-age drama not only showcased Downey Jr.'s dramatic prowess, but also stamped his authority as a force to be reckoned with in the acting realm. Fasten your seatbelts as we zoom into 1994's natural-born killers.
You still like me now, Jack?
A controversial odyssey where Downey Jr. takes an audacious turn as Wayne Gale.
Because they met you and Mallory. What's so f***ing pure about that? How did you do it?
A media-obsessed serial killer, Downey Jr. blurs the lines between terror and fascination, reality and spectacle. His portrayal is both chilling and oddly magnetic, proving that he is a fearless actor, unafraid to tackle unconventional roles. Wayne Gale not only marked a departure from Downey Jr.'s previous characters, but also etched his name as an actor willing to explore the darkest corners of cinema.
Shoot him to death. I mean, how can you bring yourself to do that?
Robert Downey Jr.'s journey through the silver screen is nothing short of a cinematic kaleidoscope. From the whimsical Chaplin to the desolate Julian Wells and the enigmatic Wayne Gale.
Massacring all those people worth being separated from your love for the rest of your life.
Downey Jr.'s ability to morph into diverse characters speaks volumes about his unparalleled talent. His ever-evolving repertoire and willingness to push boundaries makes him a captivating and unpredictable performer, ensuring that the legacy of this chameleon actor will continue to mesmerize audiences for years to come. In the dark alleyways of Downey's life, his career faced dire crossroads as his dance with drugs soared. Between 1996 and 2000, he waltzed with danger, getting arrested multiple times on charges involving drugs like cocaine and marijuana. Despite frequent check-ins at rehab centers, his tango with sobriety was short-lived. The chaos reached its highest point in April 1996, when one day he got extremely drunk to the point where he took off all his clothes and drove down the road. He imagined being bitten by numerous white rats. Those who were there with him tried to catch the imaginary rats and toss them out of the car. Later, still heavily intoxicated, he brought the car back home and mistakenly slept in the neighbor's children's room instead of his own. The neighbor, upon noticing, contacted the police, leading to their intervention and subsequent removal. He was nabbed for possession of cocaine, heroin, and a .357 Magnum handgun. Released on parole a month later, his erratic behavior continued. In 1997, the curtains fell on his freedom as he landed in El County Jail for 6 months after flunking a court-ordered drug test. 2 years later, another failed test led to a stint in a California abuse treatment facility and a 3-year sentence in state prison. Emerging from this tumult almost a year later, he stepped into the limelight again with a $5,000 bail in hand. A mere week after this roller coaster, Downey pirouetted into the cast of Ally McBeal, earning a Best Supporting Actor award.
Robert Downey Jr., Ally McBeal.
However, Thanksgiving Day in 2000 painted another dark stroke on his canvas as he was arrested barefoot and drunk, back to the rehab stage for 3 more years. Returning to the spotlight was no Hollywood ending for Downey. Battling a criminal history, he faced an uphill climb to reclaim his superhero status. Insurance hurdles loomed large, with production companies hesitant to invest big sums. Enter the hero of the tale, Mel Gibson, who footed the insurance bond for the singing detective.
What I say is, when you're dealing with the devil.
Downey's flawless performance shattered doubts, reigniting trust among filmmakers and solidifying his triumphant return to Hollywood's embrace. In the Hollywood Chronicles of Robert Downey Jr., the story took a captivating twist in 2007 when he landed several iconic roles, donning the Iron Man suit not once but thrice. Iron Man in 2010, Iron Man in 2013, and a stellar performance in Avengers, Age of Ultron in 2015.
I don't know how much time you got.
More than you.
His repertoire expanded like a wondrous tale, featuring standout performances in Wonder Boys 2000.
Apparently, although I gather the two of you staged a little raid on the Crabtree Pharmaco.
The blockbuster Avenger Infinity War 2018.
You know me? I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
And the adventurous Dolittle in 2020.
It's not good, as far as I'm concerned. I'm the only human here.
March 2023 heralded a cinematic resurrection as Downey Jr. and his wife, Susan, with the magic touch of Dave Entertainment, decided to breathe new life into Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, Vertigo.
I don't want to die. There's someone inside me and she says I must die.
In this modern rendition, Downey takes center stage as a former detective police officer.
What, are you kidding me with this?
Haunted by fear of heights, adding another thrilling chapter to his illustrious career. The reel is spinning, and Downey's encore is a captivating spectacle of movie magic. Robert Downey Jr., the man behind Tony Stark's mask in the 2008 blockbuster Iron Man, got historical fame. The Tony Stark we first meet in Iron Man is a recklessly arrogant industrialist, the head of Stark Industries, a large weapons manufacturer. The turning point in his life came when he was captured by terrorists in Afghanistan. Suffering severe injuries. It's here that he undergoes a soul-searching transformation, donning the Iron Man suit for the first time to escape from prison.
My turn.
Back in the States, he focuses on self-transformation and upgrades his Iron Man suit to use it to stop weapon smuggling and save innocents. Despite the widespread fame of his Iron Man alter ego, Stark remains a vulnerable human, grappling with cocaine addiction. In a poignant scene post-rehab, he rejects a cheeseburger. This is his real-life incident, which has been included in the film. Robert Downey says that when in real life, he was once in a state of extreme intoxication while he had several cans of cocaine. He craved his loved cheeseburger, only to find it repulsive that day, a moment of realization that spurred his recovery. Standing by the seashore, he poured out the wine, breaking free from addiction.
I'm a changed man.
In Iron Man 2, he overcame his past mistakes and became a lovable and funny superhero.
The after party starts in 15 minutes.
The success led to Iron Man 2 2010 and Iron Man 3 2013, both well received.
Honestly, I hate working here. They are so weird.
His catchphrases, "I am Iron Man,"
I am Iron Man.
and "Jarvis,"
Jarvis, drop my needle.
become cultural phenomena resonating with comic book enthusiasts. In the Avengers series, Downey portrays a multifaceted character, evolving from a reluctant team player to a leader and ultimately a courageous self-sacrificer.
Iron Man.
His lively and humorous persona endears him to audiences throughout challenging scenarios.
So if I lift it, I then rule Asgard?
Yes, of course.
I will be reinstituting Prima Nocta.
In Avengers Endgame in 2019, he concludes his character arc by sacrificing his life to defeat his nemesis Thanos, immortalizing in fans' hearts. If we talk about the return of Iron Man, Robert Downey expresses interest but envisions a different portrayal for the character.
There's going to be a bunch more Marvel movies, and they have big ideas of how to do it best. And, you know, we're in the middle of a negotiation. Blah, blah, blah.
However, Marvel Studios currently focused on MCU Phases 5 and 6, including new stories and characters such as Armor Wars.
We need new heroes.
And the Disney series Ironheart, exploring Robert's Iron Man legacy.
After all,
Beyond the Hollywood spotlight, Robert Downey Jr.'s family journey is a fascinating story of love, trials, and blended bonds.
I'm not a big ski mountain guy. I wasn't raised in a family where we could keep a set of skis together. But we had a really good time.
Robert Downey Jr. is currently enjoying matrimonial bliss with his second wife, Susan Downey.
I just found myself really enjoying her company, and we were on location, and so it wasn't your typical, oh, we're on location type thing. It really was organic and a very romantic beginning. And
however, before Susan, Downey's romantic history unfolded with Deborah Falconer, a multi-talented American personality encompassing acting, modeling, singing, and composing. Deborah Falconer, the trailblazer who proudly bore the title Mrs. Downey, embarked on a romantic journey with Robert in 1992. Their whirlwind romance culminated in a swift decision to tie the knot, and a year later, the arrival of their son, Indio Falconer. Through the highs and lows, Falconer remained a steadfast companion during some of Downey's most challenging moments. However, in 2004, their journey took an unexpected turn, concluding with an official divorce after 9 years of ups and downs. Since their separation, Deborah Falconer has maintained a low profile, keeping her private life away from public scrutiny. Notably reserved on social media, she refrains from sharing intimate details about her personal life. As a result, her life post-divorce remains largely undisclosed. In 2003, Downey met film producer Susan Levin on the set of Gothica.
She was the producer and very professional, I must add. But I just found myself really enjoying her company, and we were on location. And so it wasn't your typical, oh, we're on location type thing. It really was organic and a very romantic beginning. And
during production, the two quietly developed a romance. When the director yelled cut and the production wrapped, the love didn't fade away, it only got stronger. Downey, known for his flair in both cinema and matters of the heart, didn't stop at delivering captivating performances on screen. He scripted a real-life proposal that could rival any blockbuster plot, popping the question to Susan on the eve of her 30th birthday. Their love story climaxed in August 2005 with a private matrimonial affair in the enchanting Ambergansett, New York. The Downeys welcomed their first bundle of joy in February 2012, a moment that undoubtedly added a touch of sweetness to their real-life script. The family expanded with the arrival of a darling daughter in November 2014, completing the Downey family saga.
I love you 3,000.
In the glitzy world of Hollywood treasures, Downey's pockets jingle with the richness of Iron Man's success. His wealth soared with a regal $500 million from the initial Iron Man, a slick $10 million from its follow-up, and a staggering $75 million from the triumphant Iron Man 3. Now he doesn't just wear a superhero suit, he wears the crown of the priciest actor in Tinseltown, boasting a staggering industry net worth of around $345 million. But Downey's financial saga isn't just a silver screen spectacle. In the real estate realm, he's built a kingdom of luxury with homes worth a jaw-dropping $45 to $50 million, gracing the lavish streets of Los Angeles. Downey isn't merely an actor, he's a Hollywood heavyweight, and his empire gleams as brightly as the stars that dot the entertainment sky. One thing is certain, Robert Downey Jr. is never predictable. He's a force of creativity, talent, and charisma who consistently surprises and delights audiences. Whether he's cracking wise as Sherlock Holmes, delving into historical dramas, or pulling the strings behind the scenes, he remains a captivating figure in the entertainment landscape.
Summary: ears ringing, jaw fractured, 3 ribs cracked, 4 broken, diaphragm hemorrhaging. Physical recovery 6 weeks. Full psychological recovery 6 months. Capacity to spit it back of head neutralized.
Downey's recent projects showcased his versatility. He donned the fedora once again for Sherlock Holmes 3, currently in pre-production, and explored the complexities of historical figures in Senior and Oppenheimer. He even stepped behind the camera as a producer for several films and TV series. But the future still holds plenty of intrigue for Downey fans. His most immediate project is the HBO miniseries The Sympathizer, set for release in 2024, based on the acclaimed Viet Cong spy novel. Robert Downey said in an interview that he has completed his journey as Tony Stark. While open to future roles, Iron Man 4 seems improbable. He says on a talk show, it's not that difficult to overcome these seemingly ghastly problems. What's hard is to decide to do it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Celeb Spot. Until next time, stay inspired and keep reaching for your own Hollywood dreams.